Good evening. I'm going to explain which of the three basic joint food powders is the best one for you, depending upon your particular requirements. Now, the first that you will see around is a formulation such as Nutrilife, Glucosamine and chondroitin. This tends to be quite expensive, but I'll explain in a moment as to why it is such. The next one which you will tend to see a lot of is a formulation such as this one, Joint Factors 4500. Now this is a little bit cheaper, but I'll explain why in a moment. The next one is a formulation specifically for athletes, in this case Balance Joint Food for Athletes. Again, a little bit cheaper than the joint food such as Nutrilife. But first of all, I want to just explain very briefly what glucosamine is. Glucosamine is the nutritional substrate that makes up cartilage. By providing extra supplies of it in your diet, particularly as you get older, it helps with the rebuilding of worn and damaged cartilage. And there certainly is plenty of evidence that it works, especially if you get in early and if you take enough of it for long enough. Generally, the maximum dose that is recommended on the label for at least 3 months, and then maybe lesser amounts thereafter ongoing. Chondroitin, on the other hand, is the substance that is found within cartilage. What it does is it attracts water into the cartilage. It hydrates worn, dry, cracked and damaged cartilage. The water provides the basis for bringing in nutrients and getting rid of waste products from the cartilage, so it's important for healthy cartilage. And the water also gives the cartilage a spongy effect and acts as a natural shock absorber within the cartilage. It also helps to reduce friction between the cartilage and other surfaces. So it's very important. Now, let me explain the differences. Nutrilife, Glucosamine and chondroitin has got higher levels of chondroitin than the other substances, the other mixtures. Now, this is for prevention. This is what it's designed for. So, if you are symptomless, but wanting to prevent the onset of joint arthritis, then you should be taking this one. And while it is a little bit more expensive, it's providing you with ample amounts of chondroitin to keep those cartilages well hydrated. Okay, so that's that one. If you are, say, over the age of about 45, if you have had past damage to your joints, such as knee surgery or injury, or if you are suffering from joint pain right now, then this is the one for you to take. Okay, it's generally designed for older people, and it contains MSM. MSM is a dietary source of sulfur, and the main effect that it has for the purposes of this formulation is that it reduces joint pain and inflammation. So if you are suffering some joint pain, then this is the one for you. This one here, Balance Joint Food for Athletes, is higher in MSM but lower in chondroitin. It's not needed very much. The chondroitin is not very needed all that much in younger athletes who have well hydrated, spongy cartilages. But it's designed for repairing acute damage and pain. Okay, so this is the one for you if you are young and if you're doing heavy physical activity or sports which throw strain on the joints. Okay, so that's it. If you have any further queries, then it's a very simple process of just dropping me an email and asking me for advice, or go on to healthandlifestyle.co.nz and have a look at the dozens of articles which I have written about glucosamine and chondroitin, joint pain, and so on. Thank you.